When Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, one of the most successful investors in India, someone with a net worth of $5.8 billion, was asked about his worst investment, he replied, "My worst investment has been my health. I would encourage everybody to invest the most in that." Well, the big bull was not wrong, because according to a WHO report from 2015, nearly 58 lakh people die from chronic diseases such as heart and lung diseases, stroke, cancer and diabetes. And that's not it. India is said to have 1/6 of the entire diabetics of the world. The number of obese adults in India is set to triple by 2040. So in simple words, 1 in every 4 Indians have a risk of dying from chronic diseases before they turn 70. Now imagine 20 years from now, you suddenly have a heart attack and your hospital bill is 40 lakh. But your health insurance coverage is only 25 lakhs. So now it's on you to pay the remaining whopping sum of 15 lakhs from your pocket. Oh, but wait, you don't have so much money because you were too busy living your life in the 20s.
I want to party.
To surprise you even more, your health insurance from your company does not cover everything. Any extra expenses that you incur, such as scans, blood tests, etc., are not covered in most insurance plans. And considering medical inflation and an unexpected disease, your health insurance coverage would be lesser than what you would need. Wow, that was dark.
It breaks my heart.
But the question remains, how can you exactly prepare for all of this and actually make your life better? Don't worry. Today we are talking about what you can do right now regarding your diet, physical health, mental health and your lifestyle, so that you don't have to see such a dark day in your future. So why is this such an important topic? See, there are 3 pillars for a happy life: money, health and relationships. You see, all of us are striving towards getting money and having a good relationship, because that is something that most of us don't have in the short term. Health is something that all of us probably enjoy, at least in our 20s and 30s. But what you soon realize is that once you hit your 40s and 50s, if you've been taking your health for granted, it's going to whoop your ass. And by then, it's going to be really late. So today's video, I want to emphasize on the importance of taking care of your health and also showing you how much money you can actually save by taking good care of your health. Most of us think of having a regular health checkup as a waste of money.
Waste of money, if you ask me.
We might be like, you know what, I'm fine. I don't need a health checkup.
I'm fine.
And then 20 years later, you wake up with cancer.
आप भगवान को बुला लीजिए, बस उनको ठीक कर दीजिए.
I know what you must be thinking. After spending, let's say, 5 to 10,000 rupees on an annual medical health checkup, if everything turns out to be okay, you think that you wasted that money. But that's not the right mindset, guys. Having a regular checkup at least once a year is super critical to avoid big medical expenses in the future. That's how you think about it. So do not compromise on your health checkup. So many insurance companies gives you rewards for being healthy. Even where you work, some employee wellness programs offer insurance discounts or even pay people to stop smoking, lose weight, or meet other health goals. Now I know a health checkup can be costly upfront, but it'll also save you money in the long run. By catching a disease in its incubation stage is way better for me physically, mentally and financially. Let's say that I have type 2 diabetes. Now in most cases, with identification at an earlier stage, it could have avoided medication with proper exercise and good diet with the advice of a doctor. But since I only realized that I had diabetes at a later stage, now it's too late. And I have to depend on medication, and on an average, it will be around 3,000 to 8,000 rupees per month on medication. Now that's a lot of money, even without considering inflation. Now if I spend on medication for 10 years, that's a whopping 14 lakhs after adjusting for inflation. Not only the medication cost, but there is also a huge one-shot payment due to long-term complications of diabetes. Complications such as heart disease, strokes, kidney failure and foot problems. Some of these complications, such as heart surgery, may even cost 40 lakhs in the future, or the entire procedure for a kidney transplant can cost you a whopping 14 lakhs today. Now, not everyone is financially well off. Some of us might even have to sell our assets in order to be able to afford such surgeries. If your health insurance cover is like most people's, that's around 5 lakhs, you better turn that shit up and get a separate one. Because relying only on company health insurance is the stupidest thing that you can do, since it's mostly around 3 to 4 lakhs. In a few years, you won't even get a band-aid for 5 lakhs from the hospital. Okay, that's a joke. But when medical costs are doubling every 4 years, you cannot take this casually like your Bumble dates anymore. Also, when you finally retire at 60s, you won't have a health insurance policy because your company will not be giving it to you anymore. You could try to port your company health insurance to individual health insurance policy when you retire, but that is dependent on your health condition at that time. And at the rate at which we are belting junk food and leading a sedentary office lifestyle, I don't like our chances. Today, most good health insurance companies also give you a free annual medical checkup every year. You can also reduce your checkup expense by almost 50% by claiming a deduction of up to 5,000 rupees for health checkups under Section 80D while filing taxes, plus an additional 5,000 rupees if you include your parents. If you want to learn about how to pick good health insurance policies, check out the 1% Finance Club. This is a one-stop solution to learn everything about personal finance, right from goal planning, asset allocation optimization, mutual fund selection and rebalancing, health insurance, life insurance, motor insurance planning, and finally, tax planning. You also get access to India's first personal finance community, Freedom Cult, where you can join weekly live sessions with me and other guest speakers. Already 7,500 plus people are a part of this. The link to join is in the description down below. Now, why do you need a health checkup in the first place? Why don't you just open your phone and check out Swiggy and Zomato and see the number of times you've ordered food in the last 1 month? I don't blame you. I mean, who doesn't like taking a bite into a big juicy cheeseburger and wash it down with a sugary soft drink? Your brain rewards you with the burst of dopamine. I mean, we love things that slowly destroy us, don't we? Just like that toxic ex or the one-sided crush who has been playing with your feelings for quite some time.
गजब बेइज्जती है.
In India, more than 135 million people, that's like 10% of the population, are affected by obesity. Being obese increases the chances of disease, including 13 types of cancer. Now, when it comes to how long it takes to reduce weight, that's dependent on a lot of factors such as exercise, diet, age, etc. So if Tarun Gill claims you can lose 10 kgs in 25 days, it's definitely a scam. So the basics of weight loss revolves around your calorie intake and calorie consumption. Essentially, eat a little less and move a little more. It's not rocket science, guys. And if your lazy ass doesn't want to do that, there is an alternative. What if I tell you that you could benefit from working with a dietitian? A dietitian will work with you to understand your particular needs and design meal plans accordingly. Hey, Sharan, you just told us to eat less and move more. Why do I need to hire a dietitian now? I know the basics. Sure, you can do it by yourself, but we don't know all the required things that an expert might know. Dietitians can also help us slow down or fight off our predisposed diseases, which we might find out years from now. Another reason why you need a dietitian is because you will be held accountable for your meals. You will be pushed and motivated to maintain a proper diet by the dietitian. And now that you're paying for it, you will take more responsibility to follow the plans. In India, an average dietitian charges around 1,000 rupees per consultation, whereas top dietitians can charge as high as 20,000 rupees per consultation. The dietitians follow up with you every month, so if you aren't making progress, they get you into a guilt trip. This will help you track your diet goal progress and lifestyle changes over this period until you're satisfied with the results. I know the next thing you're going to tell me is that all of this can be very costly, but you choose. Do you want to bear this minimal cost now, or do you want a cardiac arrest 20 years from now and have a bill of 40 lakhs for which you may have to sell some of your assets? If this isn't enough to motivate you, let me tell you something else.
चलो भाई.
So guys, this is the mistake that we are making. While most of us might be allocating a certain amount of our monthly budget towards investments in mutual funds and stock market, we are not thinking about allocating a monthly budget towards an investment in our future health. You see, people like LeBron James spend close to $1.5 million every year. That is 12 crores every year on their health. Now, I know people like LeBron James, for them health is very important for their career. But your lifespan is also dependent on your health, guys. So I think it is super critical to allocate a certain portion of your monthly income towards your future health. And your future 60-year-old person will thank you today. If this isn't enough to motivate you guys, then let me tell you something else. Exercise, exercise, exercise. No, I don't really care about your health. I'm telling you this from a financial advice. Because a study showed that people who exercise regularly tend to get paid more than those who don't. This is because it increases their productivity, reduces their stress, and increases their discipline. You see, regular health exercise can also prevent a wide range of long-term risk factors like obesity, hypertension, diabetes, and injuries from falling. According to a study by Harvard, if you can do 40 or more push-ups in one attempt, then you have a 96% lower risk of heart problems than those who can only do 10 or fewer push-ups. Maybe some of you can't even get up after half a push-up, and that's embarrassing. But here's something else you could do. Getting even 150 minutes of moderate physical activity a week can lower the risk of developing diabetes, heart disease, and strokes. Those 150 minutes can be spread across 5 days for even 30 minutes each day. Now we all know what you nerds and virgins spend 30 minutes every day doing. Instead of that, just do some moderate cardio. And no, that isn't considered cardio. In a study published by Journal of Labor Research, on average, those who exercise regularly were found to earn between 6 to 10% more than their less active colleagues. The research defined regular exercise as getting in at least 20 minutes of physical activity, a minimum of 3 to 4 times a week. Now, I'm not saying that exercise will magically get you more money or give you a raise, but it does lead to more energy levels, more productivity, and reduced stress. All that combined can lead you to earning more, and I can vouch for that personally. Being physically active also lowers your risk for developing several common cancers such as bladder, breast, kidney, lung cancers, etc. Hence, it is very important to stay fit, guys, and healthy, because it also benefits you financially. Of course, I do understand that gym memberships are costly, especially ones with all of those crazy equipments and jacuzzi and spa and sauna and all of that. But what if I told you paying for a gym membership every year would still be cheaper compared to an unexpected health issue at a later stage? I have built a model to show you the numbers. In this tool, it shows us that even if you spend, let's say, 20,000 rupees per year on your fitness, on gym memberships, proteins and all of that, it can save you around 72 lakhs in medical costs over a 40-year period. How? Check the link down below. It's completely free to use. You can check that link in the description down below. If you're still not convinced, let me tell you how exercise will help you money-wise right now. Because this is, after all, a finance channel. Exercising regularly can help you reduce your health insurance premium. Just like insurers penalize you for smoking, they incentivize you for exercising. Insurers offer something known as wellness benefits to their customers in the form of premium discounts during policy renewal whenever they exercise. For example, Aditya Birla provides 100% refund on premiums in one of their plans. This is not a promotion, guys. This is just an example of one of the insurers providing this sort of a benefit. One needs to have at least 13 active days every month to get 100% refunds. One active day is equal to 1000 steps or 300 calories burned or a 30-minute gym session per day. And they track all of this through your fitness watch. So now we've understood about physical health aspect of finance. But what about mental health? A WHO study done in India in 2015 shows that 15% of Indians need active intervention for one or more mental health issues. And 5% of Indians suffer from depression. In 2012 alone, there were 258,000 suicides, with the age group of 15 to 49 being most affected. The pandemic has mothered all of our mental health.
Control.
It has taught us that you don't need to be mentally ill to seek mental health. Did you know that bad mental health can affect your physical health as well? For example, depression has been linked to diseases such as diabetes, asthma, cancer, cardiovascular disease, and arthritis. 2 out of 3 people with depression have increased aches and pains as well. Similarly, 50 to 80% of people with mental health conditions also have sleeping problems. Now imagine how much of these aches, pains, and sleepless nights are going to cost you. Frequent doctor visits, frequent medication, and reduced performance overall. That's why investing in a meeting with a therapist regularly may benefit you. Good mental health can lead to reduced anxiety, improved moods, clearer thinking, and a lot of other benefits. Hence, the payoff for therapy can be very, very beneficial. You're probably gonna tell me, hey Sharan, I can do this by spending 150 rupees on Old Monk and talking to my friends. While it may help to a certain extent, guys, it's not the same thing. Because you see, when you pay for a therapist, you're paying for your therapist's time, not their compassion. Paying for therapy means there is no mutuality necessary. It's all about you. This also helps you value it more and work harder. Coming to the cost involved, an average therapy session would cost you somewhere around 1000 to 3000 rupees. But trust me, guys, it is worth it. Now I know what you must be thinking.
Chal jhoota.
Who needs therapy, right? Therapy is for people who are suffering from some mental illness or are really sad in life. But that's the wrong approach to therapy, guys. Therapy has to be viewed as a preventive measure, just like a medical health checkup. You don't do a medical health checkup only when something is wrong with you, right? You do it to ensure that nothing wrong happens to you in the future. That is exactly how therapy should be viewed. You need to do it maybe once a week or once a month. So let us please normalize therapy and consider it as an investment in your mental health. Talking about mental health, we have to talk about alcohol and cigarettes because that is what we use as therapy nowadays.
गजब बेइज्जती है।
It's a no-brainer to avoid alcohol and cigarettes because it can lead to chronic diseases and other serious health problems, including high BP, heart disease, liver disease, etc. over time. But this is not the only way alcohol and cigarettes can cause you harm. These habits can also cause your health insurance premiums to go up. Insurers usually ask you to reveal if you're a smoker, and in case you're one, insurance premiums can be almost double for you as compared to non-smokers. Wait, let me stop you before you think you can lie to your insurer.
No! God, please, no! No!
Do not do this, guys, because if your insurer finds out that you lied, and believe me, they can, they will deny to pay your hospital bill or your claim for reimbursement.
खत्म, बाय बाय, टाटा, goodbye.
But in case you actually do quit smoking, there are solutions. For example, if you quit smoking for at least 2 years, health insurance may consider this and reduce your premiums accordingly. But Sharan, I don't smoke. I just do hookah, bro, so that's chill. But that's even worse, guys. A common misunderstanding is that people think hookah is harmless. It is not. Hookah contains tobacco and nicotine at high levels. And one session of hookah is equivalent to smoking 40 to 400 cigarettes, depending on the puffs that you take and the size of the clouds that you make to impress your friend. And don't even think about vape. An average tank of vape uses about 3 ml of e-liquid. If you vape the whole tank in one session, let's be honest, some of you even do more than that. You would be consuming around 36 milligrams of nicotine, which is like 4 average strength cigarettes. I have built a model which will help you calculate the entire amount that you spend on an yearly basis on alcohol and cigarettes. And hopefully, this may help you cut down on those choices. The link to that tool is down in the description below. Guys, if you have stuck till the end of this video, thank you so much. You see, we spend our whole life worrying about our finances because we think that's the most important thing. And because neglecting our health doesn't have immediate consequences, we think it's not important and it takes a backseat. But today we learned that physical health and mental health is as important, if not more, as our financial health. And surprisingly, both are very correlated. If you ignore one, you pay the price with the other. So get your asses in line and get your shit together, and I'll see you in the next video.